Today, we're diving into the fascinating journey of spiritual awakening and what it really means to grow spiritually. Whether you're starting out on this journey or are already on the path, you may notice some big shifts in your life. In today's video, we're talking about 6 things that highly spiritual people start to let go of as they awaken and grow. It's not always easy, but each step brings us closer to a more peaceful and authentic life. So, if you're curious about the things that might be holding back your spiritual growth, or if you're already experiencing some of these changes, let's dive right in. 1. Letting go of constant approval seeking. As people grow spiritually, they slowly stop relying on the approval and validation of others. This can be incredibly freeing, but also tough because we're often raised to seek external praise and acceptance. Imagine Sarah, who's always been a people pleaser. At work, she goes above and beyond, not just to do her job well, but to make sure everyone likes her. But through her spiritual journey, Sarah starts to realize she doesn't need others' approval to feel whole. Slowly, she learns to set boundaries and say no when she needs to, honoring her own needs over others' expectations. Think about it. How often do you make decisions based on what others will think? Starting to let go of this is a huge step in spiritual growth. 2. Moving away from blame and judgment. As they evolve, spiritually awakened people start releasing blame and judgment of others and themselves. They realize that these feelings only create resentment and keep them stuck in negativity. Let's take Marco, for example. He used to judge others harshly, especially at work, where he was constantly frustrated by colleagues he saw as lazy or unmotivated. Over time, though, Marco realized that judging them wasn't changing anything. It was only draining his energy. By practicing empathy and seeing others' struggles from a new perspective, he found peace in focusing on his own actions rather than blaming others. This doesn't mean you excuse poor behavior, but you start to understand it without attaching your happiness to it. That's true freedom. 3. Giving up the need to control everything. Another huge shift for spiritually awakened people is learning to let go of the need to control every outcome. Control can be a form of fear, and letting go is essential for inner peace. For instance, consider Emma, a mother of 2 who used to be hyper-focused on planning every detail of her family's life, from meals to weekend activities. But as she went deeper into her spiritual journey, Emma started to understand that sometimes the best things happen when you let go. Now, she's more flexible and lets her kids take the lead occasionally. It's led to more bonding and joyful moments she couldn't have planned. Instead of stressing about every possibility, people on a spiritual path trust that things will work out, even if they don't follow the original plan. 4. Releasing attachment to material possessions. Spiritual growth often leads to a more minimalistic approach to material things. Rather than constantly seeking more, spiritual individuals find joy in simplicity and what they already have. Imagine Jake, who once equated his success with his latest gadgets and fancy clothes. But as he delved into mindfulness and meditation, Jake started realizing these things weren't bringing him lasting happiness. Slowly, he began donating or selling items he didn't truly need, creating a simpler, clutter-free life that reflects his newfound values. This doesn't mean renouncing all possessions, but understanding that your worth isn't tied to what you own. Freedom comes when you're not defined by material things. 5. Quitting the pursuit of perfection. Many people on the spiritual path come to terms with the fact that perfection is an illusion. Embracing imperfections, both in themselves and in life, helps them find contentment. Think of Maya, an artist who would obsess over tiny details in her paintings, often feeling disappointed by the result. But through her spiritual awakening, Maya started to see her art as an expression rather than a standard to live up to. Now, she allows her work to be imperfect, which has also allowed her to be more authentic in other parts of her life. When we stop chasing perfection, we make space for real joy and peace. Being good enough is not just okay, it's more than enough. 6. Letting go of fear-based thinking. Lastly, highly spiritual people slowly let go of fear-based thinking. Instead of reacting to life with fear, they start making choices from a place of love, trust, and abundance. Consider David, who used to make every decision based on what-if worst-case scenarios. He wouldn't take risks, even if they could lead to amazing outcomes. Through meditation and self-reflection, David began to understand that fear was just a mental habit, not reality. Now, he makes decisions based on hope, not fear, and it's opened up new opportunities he never would have considered before. This shift isn't instant, it's a practice. But once you start thinking with love and trust, your whole world begins to change. These changes don't happen overnight. It's a slow, gradual process, but every small step counts. Letting go of approval-seeking, blame, control, attachment, perfection, and fear can transform your life in ways you never imagined. If any of these resonate with you, comment below which one you're working on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.